A game about letting someone run wild with endless possibilities has always been in a player's mind. Thus, sandbox games became a thing. But does Drake Hollow deliver on that experience? Drake Hollow is a game that tries to be a sandbox and an objective-driven game, but perhaps tries too hard on being both. First impressions were great, astounding visuals and a story to tell through the crow, or by finding pieces of papers around the islands. What surprised me the most was the fact that it had quite a variety of weapons from the start. Not to mention that every build was a small triumph, letting us level up our little friends and reinforcing our base to protect us from enemy raid attacks. Unfortunately, that didn't last long. After a while, we came to the realization that not only had we run out of resources, but had no actual efficient way to get them. The game had quickly evolved from a state of trying to level up our base to searching our pockets for just a fraction of materials. That got us down quite a bit, because seeing how much potential this game has, we actually quickly got bored of it and moved on with our day. That doesn't mean there is nothing to praise it on though. The game offers you a really fancy way of moving around the islands, that certain way being the waypoints, aka ziplines. The combat system is a basic one, letting you jump right into action with no second thoughts, but that is why it's also a gem. Another thing to point out are the soundtracks. Usually a soundtrack can either make or break a moment, and in Drake Hollow it certainly got us in the environment of a relaxing but interesting adventure. This is certainly a game with potential, one that can either sprout into a unique sandbox game or fade away trying. My only hope is that Drake Hollow will receive a patch that will address some of these issues, because it truly has potential and it just needs a little bit of a boost. Only time will tell.